How I made 7.8% account growth using FOREX trading signals. I've used them to pass my 10k challenge, and I'm going to show you how you can do the same. I made another video showing how I passed the 10k challenge, and now I'm making another video where continuing on. This time for January, I made 7.8% account growth, and I'm going to go through it now so you can do the same if you want to. So depending on what count you get with FTMO, there's a couple of challenges you could do. I passed the 10k challenge. I'm now going on to the 25k challenge at the moment. For January, I made £780 on the trading signal sent out that I'm going to go over with you now. So here's the website. This is what it looks like. I'm going to put a link for it in the description. The signals mainly come through Telegram, which you can see here. There's actually over 15,000 other people that are also on the channel. These are some of the results over the past few weeks, which I'm going to put on there so you can pause it to review them. So when the signal comes out, it looks like this. So this is the signal that came out for December 5th that I'm going to go over. So what comes out is it gives you the value. So it tells you it's a sell for gold, and it gives you the stop loss and the take profit areas, so where you close your trade if you want to. I personally close 100% at take profit zone 1. If the take profit at zone 1 is worth less than 0.3%, then I hold to take profit zone 2, but this is a personal preference for mine. I'm a bit of a conservative trader. Some of my friends call me a bit of a pussy for doing it, but like, it's me. I also enter all of my trades at 3% risk. So the first trade for January 2024 came out on the 9th for gold, and it came out at 7:25 a.m. So as per usual, I close my trades at take profit zone 1. This is a personal preference, you don't have to. I also sometimes take 50% out at take profit zone 1, go break even, and then take the rest out at take profit zone 2. So here's a trade, just been entered, and now it's hit TP1. My alert's gone off, closed it, and then it's gone down. So if I'd gone break even at TP1 and not closed anything, I would have just been taken out at break even, no win, no loss. Thankfully, I closed at TP1, which gave me 1.13%. So I times that by my 3% risk. That gives me a trade of 3.39%. The next trade I'm going to review was a buy for GBP, JPY, so British Sterling against the Japanese Yen. This came out on January the 16th at 11 p.m. So as usual, I closed 100% at TP1, which gave a value of 0.4 times by my 3% risk, gave a trade of 1.2% profit. So it pretty much shot straight up after the entry. I personally don't hold TP2, but of course it does hit TP2. Anyone that does hold in, some people even hold further along. I don't personally. I can't advise you to do anything. This is just what I personally do, and I'm a bit of a conservative trader. So another signal that came out on January the 17th, 2024. This one was for gold, and it came out at just before 2 p.m. in the afternoon. So here's the trade. This is what it looks like. As per usual, I took out 100% at take profit 1, which gave me 0.65 times my 3% risk, gave the trade a value of 1.95% account growth. Some people, other people in the chat can't give advice, but they hold it till further. I don't. It did shoot down afterwards, but I'm a conservative trader, so I just take it out 100% TP1. Or what I sometimes do is at TP1, when my alert goes off, I go break even and take out 50% and then put another alert on at take profit zone 2 and then close the rest. This is a personal preference as I'm a conservative trader. On January 21st, 2024, another FOREX trading signal got sent out on Telegram. This one was a sell for British Sterling against the Japanese Yen. This one came out at 11 p.m. At TP1, I closed 100% as per usual. When my alert goes off, the value at 100% was 0.36 times my 3% risk, gave me a 1.08% trade, which I'm more than happy with. One of the reasons that I personally was 100% at TP1 or do 50-50 on TP1 and TP2 is because sometimes even when it goes take profit 3 or even take profit 5, it takes so long to get there that I'm rather impatient. But even in this case, thankfully, I did take 100% out at TP1 and it saved me a loss. And the other instance is if at TP1 I took out 50% and then went break even, it would have taken me out at break even with no loss. That's my personal preference. I'm a conservative trader. On the 23rd of January 2024, a buy signal came out for gold. It came out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm going to go over that now. On this trade, I again took 100% at TP1, which gave me a 0.3% profit times by my 3% risk equals to a 0.9% trade. Now, anytime the take profit zone 1 is below 0.3%, I just hold it to TP2. And sometimes I go break even at take profit zone 1 rather than taking any profits, and it just mitigates any losses. Then if it goes against me and takes me out at break even, then I've not lost anything. So I'm happy with that. On the 24th of January 2024, a trading signal came out for British Sterling against the Japanese Yen. This was a sell that came out at 5 p.m. that we're going to go over. At TP1, I closed 100%. with 0.4 profit, and this times by my 3% risk gave me a 1.2% profit. This is a personal preference that I close at take profit zone 1. The take profit zones go up to take profit zone 5. There's TP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it very well just drops to TP 5, but I personally don't do that because I'm a conservative trader. Next trade was a loss. This was a buy trade for gold. Obviously, there's going to be losses. If anyone tells you it's a 100% win streak on anything, they're probably lying to you. There we go. It completely spiked down. So it took me out before it hit either of the take profits, and I didn't have a chance to go break even. On the same day, another gold signal got sent out, and unfortunately I probably shouldn't have entered it because it's probably known what is revenge trading. Sometimes the signals, when they're wrong on one day, I just leave them alone just in case it's wrong twice. On this case, it was wrong twice, and it was another loss at minus 3%. Overall, the signals are winning for me, and I just accept the losses, which there was 2 losses throughout the entire month for all the trades, which in my opinion is still a good ratio. On the 26th of January 2024, a buy came out for gold. This came out at 2:30 in the afternoon. As usual, I closed 100% at 0.45. 0.45 times my 3% risk gave me a 1.35 trade in profit. Now, it did shoot up TP2 and further, but I personally only operate between take profit zone 1 and take profit zone 2. That's just a personal preference of mine. A sell signal for the pair of British sterling against Japanese yen came out at 10 to 7 in the morning on January 29th. I closed 100% at take profit zone 1, which gave me a value of 0.36 times by my 3% risk, gave me a trade at 1.08%. So it does shoot down again to TP2 and even further, but I personally just don't trade past TP1, TP2. Other people do, but I don't trade like that personally. Now, the final trade signal that came out in January 2024 was for a sell for gold. It came out on January 29th at 10 to 6 in the evening. So here's the trade. Closed 100% at take profit zone 1 when my trading view alert went off. So 0.55 times my 3% risk gave me a 1.65% trade. The reason that I operate between these areas is because sometimes it can shoot against you. I would rather be a conservative trader and conserve my losses and win fewer amounts more than win greater fewer times. That's just a personal preference. That's just how I trade. To recap for the trades taken in January 2024, there were a total of 11 signals that came out. There were 9 wins and 2 losses with an overall account growth of 7.8%. This gave me just under £800, which I'm more than happy with. So I've now gone on to the 25k challenge after I passed my 10k challenge, and then eventually I'm going to go on to the 100 and 200k challenges. So it's actually not just forex signals they send out stocks, which I haven't checked out yet, but I'm just going to put it in the description for you to pause and review. There is actually a crypto signal that they send out, which I am trying out now. Because I use MetaTrader 4 and I'm on a challenge, I'm kind of constricted to Ethereum and Bitcoins and the main back cryptos, but I'm reviewing them at the moment. If you are interested, just let me know. I'm happy to send over the documents I'm making. You can use them as a cheat sheet so you don't make the same mistakes I do. Same thing, I've done it for the Forex pair. I've created these cheat sheets, so you can call them. I'm only making these and giving them out so you don't make the same mistakes I do, because at the beginning I was over leveraging and making stupid mistakes and I lost some money at the beginning. So that's why I'm making these videos. Also, they released their stats, which I'm going to put on here for you to pause and review. I'm going to put the link in the description for the company if you want to join. I'm going to put a link as well for you to message me if you're interested in the cheat sheets, and I can send them over to you. Just drop me a message saying ready, and then yeah, just let me know. Go from there. Thanks for watching.